Thank you Banggood.com for making this video possible. Check the description for more information. This is the generation of wireless. The way the smartphone companies have started to teach the headphone jack, we can literally see the jack is dying. As a result, we can see truly wireless earphones like Redmi AirDots are getting sold in huge numbers. So if you are currently planning to buy a truly wireless earphone with some really cool features, you are in the right place. What's going on everyone, you're watching Tech Guide and this is the review of Zeblaze Zepods. Let's get started. Cracking it open, we find out the device itself, a few extra air tips, and of course the charging cable. The best part, the cable is a Type-C here, and it is the only way to charge the device, meaning no wireless charging. First things first, let's talk about the design. Well, this is cool, really cool. So you rotate it once, you see the earphones, rotate it once again, and you'll see the charging port. Plus, the magnetic rotation is kind of really satisfying. So this could be a bit of a stress reliever slash fidget spinner. Pulling them off the box, you will get to see some really cool LEDs. And though they look really bulky at the first glance, the weight is only 4 grams each. So it may not be comfortable wearing them for too long. Although I have been using this for a week now and I haven't faced any major issues regarding to the comfortness so far. Let's get into the technicals. The Bluetooth version on this device is 5.0 and the coverage range is 10 meters. In my testing, the connectivity was excellent. Once you get the earbuds out of the box, it will automatically get connected, and if you put it back to the box, it will get disconnected and start charging. What happens here in earbuds like Redmi AirDot or Xbox 3T, the buds often lose sync with each other and start behaving separately. And pairing them back together is a real pain in the ass. And if you have to do it almost every day, that's gonna be really frustrating. But in this device, that's gonna be very unlikely to happen. In fact, I have never faced such issues with the Zepod yet. The Zeblaze Zepod has a IPX5 waterproofing, which means it can resist a sustained low pressure water jet spray. What does it mean? I don't know either. But for sure, do not take a shower wearing this thing. Little bit of sweating in workout sessions should be fine. Talking about workout, one question arises: how likely it is to fall off the air? Looking at the bulky design, you might be thinking this is very likely to fall off the ear. I thought so. But to my surprise, this hasn't fell off my ear yet. Let's talk about the battery life. So the earphones individually has a 50 mAh capacity, which is supposed to give you a 3.5 hours of playback at a stretch. And in my usage, I got around 3 hours or a little bit more depending on the volume level that I used. And the box has a capacity of 500 mAh, which will give you 18 hours of music playback as promised. Side note, the case takes around 2 hours to charge it from 0 to 100%. So if you talk about the battery backup in general, I'd say it's decent. You do not generally use your earphone for more than 2 hours at a stretch, so whenever you are gonna put it back to the case, it'll recharge. So it's gonna give you a pretty decent backup, including the charge inside the case. Also, the case being very flat, it'll be much easier to carry around. Now let's talk about the most important thing, the sound. Long story short, the sound is great. This is an earbud that'll actually give you some pretty heavy bass as compared to others, which is pretty flat in equalization. The sound on this device is loud and clear, but definitely not the loudest. But the big plus point here is once you wear them on, the whole world will seem to be silent. So with a fair bit of an intensive bass and active noise cancellation, I'm gonna give you some really good experience with these earphones. So with all these pros, there are a few cons. Firstly, the shiny plastic design may not appeal everyone. The bulky design may make you uncomfortable at a first glance, but it's never a deal breaker. I mean, who buys stuff just for the design? One more thing I'd like to say here is that the inclusion of wireless charging would have been amazing, but we don't have that in this device. Also, you may have a hard time distinguishing between the left and right pair of these earphones as they're absolutely identical to each other. So if you are planning to buy a TWS in 2020, this would probably be one of the best choice under $50. You don't want to trust me? Trust the rating. As you can see guys, the Zeblaze Zepod is having a 4.75 rating out of 5 star. That is incredible. 24 people have rated this device and no one has rated this under 4 star. That is outstanding. So if you are planning to buy this thing, check out the link in the description. You will get some discount if available. Also the price keeps on changing, so go ahead and visit the link in the description. The coupon codes and everything are in the description, guys. Check it out. And if you like the video, please leave us a thumbs up, and a sub would absolutely make my day. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. Asha kori abaro dekha hobe.